this is kind of interesting. So the Browns are going to have some tough decisions to make in the front office relative to the offensive tackle position. Dawand Jones named All-Rookie Team by Pro Football Writers Association. He had a really good season. Jedrick Wills' fifth-year option was picked up. He got better this year, season-ending injury. Jack Conklin's contract is one that's kind of so here are the numbers on it. He's owed $12 million in 2024, $19.5 million in both 2025 and 2026. Of that money, only $5.5 million of it is guaranteed in 2024, and none of it is guaranteed after it. Now, there's still cap hit, dead cap, even if you move on from it. They got to figure out a way to get that number down a little bit. With 5.5 being guaranteed, you can always give them more guaranteed, spread it out over, throw it into incentives and do those kind of things. But he hasn't been healthy the last 2 years. It's been, and there's a marked difference when Jack Conklin is playing right tackle. There just is.
Yeah, and I think that's what's going to be complicated about this offseason with offensive tackle, because all three can start. They've all proven they can start, and they're all coming off different knee surgeries, and I think that's an important thing to know. But I think of those three guys, the most untouchable clearly is Dawand Jones, because you still don't know how great he can be, if he's going to be, the right tackle for the next 5 to 10 years, or they can move him over to the left side and he can be the left tackle going forward, in which case then you have a decision to make between Jedrick Wills and Jack Conklin. Obviously, Wills is in the last year of his rookie contract. Jack Conklin, looking at his contract, for this season, you can't cut him without, taking on a bunch of dead cap hit. But then you look at 2025, if you make him a post June 1st cut, all of a sudden you free up $15 million of cap space. So, the question is then, do you move on from Wills or Conklin, or do you take all three into camp knowing that, all three guys are still recovering from knee surgery, which is never a good thing to have, obviously. But it's a very interesting thing. Part of me it's tough to kind of decide where you would want to go with that, because with Jedrick Wills, if you think he's the left tackle of the future, then obviously you're going to keep him around, and then maybe Jack Conklin becomes expendable. Or if Dawand Jones moves over to left tackle, then you have a real decision to make, and maybe then it comes down to, can you get good value out of Jed Wills or Jack Conklin potentially in a trade to free up other positions? But it's a lot of assets to tie up in two starters and one backup, although we don't know. Although it's still tough to kind of see how that shakes out. It's a very difficult situation for Andrew Berry to have to figure out over these next few months.
Yeah, the good news is if all three are healthy, you have three really good tackles, but it is a lot of money.